Served hot, just the way you like it. Here's your weekly serving of food, news, and views. Tim Beeman, Stephanie Hess, and Nikki Miller-Ka are Tart and Tangy Triad.
Hey guys, this is Tim from Tart and Tangy Triad. Reminding everyone to go to the website tartandtangytriad.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This week we had no Tart and Tangy Triad, the actual podcast, because it was St. Patrick's Day and we had some other things we had to take care of. Stephanie and I had some things we had to do. I had an obligation with River Run that I had to take care of. Nikki had some things she had to do. So this week we didn't have Tart and Tangy Triad. I think you can understand. There was some drinking involved too. It happens. I'd like to talk about our official sponsor of Tart and Tangy Triad right now, the Washington Perkin Provision Company, located at 228 West Acadia Avenue and downtown 401 West 4th Street. They have milk and cheese both from locally sourced farms and dairy farms. And they have chips and snacks and napkins and plasticware, and they have an extensive wine and beer list. They have a coffee shop that serves Larry's Beans. They have a deli that serves sandwiches, including now hot dogs and hamburgers. And every weekday they have a lunch special. So you should try that out. And they are an official seller of Wolfie's Custard. So even though we didn't have Tart and Tangy Triad this week, there was a lot of things that still went on, and I'd like to address a couple of them. One, on St. Patrick's Day, Tuesday the 17th, Augustine's Bistro just closed their doors. There was little explanation other than there was no business. And Eric and Audrey, I wish you guys luck. And Allie and Chris, I hope you guys land somewhere soon because you are assets to wherever you go. On the other end of the 400 block of West 4th Street, Community Arts Cafe announced yesterday, the 19th of March, that they are closing their doors as of March the 31st. Although they are going to still honor anything that's been scheduled up to this point, but they're not scheduling anything new, and the business is actually closing March 31st. There's reasons behind this. I mean, there's always reasons, but I believe that there are a couple of factors that contributed to the closing of these businesses. And if you want to hear more about my opinion, or if you don't, just, you try out the blog Stephanie and I do called themanwhoatethetown.wordpress.com, which is basically the reprinting of the blog post I wrote for my regular daily blog, which is called Useless Things Need Love Too. So if you'd like to give those a read and see what my opinion is about why these businesses closed, I'd appreciate the read. So until next week, the March 24th show of Tart and Tangy Triad, my name is Tim, for Nikki and Stephanie, saying thanks for watching, thanks for listening, bon appetit.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the contributors and are not necessarily shared by our distributors or hosting company. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced without express written consent of such and such Limited, Inc.
Yeah, girl.